Alright, this review is on some gloves that was blessed to me. First off, I just want to say this. Am I in any way being paid to say this? Nor am I being sponsored by Red Wing Shoe Company. Now, if anyone knows anything about Red Wings, you know that it's an American based company. So, for those of my overseas followers, if you never heard of Red Wings, then you most likely won't know what I'm talking about. But it's an American based company, and there's very few American based companies that make quality products. There's not many, but excuse me, but this is one of them. Now, if anyone knows about Timberlands, um, LL Bean, Red Wing shoes, they're all good boots. Which one is better? Uh, it's pretty much a preference, I imagine. But let's just give you an example of how quality you can replace the soles on Red Wings and they replace them for the lifetime of the shoe. That's a bonus. But you see, if you want good quality stuff, you got to pay good quality bucks too, and they're not cheap. So I actually bought a pair of Red Wing shoes, my first pair, about towards the end of last year. They were already busted up. They were leaning, the soles were gone. Turns out that particular shoe they cannot replace the sole on. I guess that's why it was a clearance. They were normally $115, $125. They were on sale for $50. Now my budget for any shoe, because I don't wear sneakers, is $60. I'll go as far as $60. That's it. I can't see paying anything more than that for a pair of shoe that's not going to last past 6 months. All right, so when I took a look at the price tag on a lot of their boots, I saw the highest one for $699. I couldn't believe it. Who pays money for boots that much? I mean, God darn. It had gold on the soles or something. I mean, that's a whole heck of a lot of shoe. Quality shoe, I should say. So I went and, well, LL Bean is not any cheaper, I've heard. But these were given to me during Christmas time. LL Bean. And I loved them. I loved them because they have a corrective foot insert. And because I'm flat footed and I used to be bow legged, I had my legs corrected, but I still tear up soles because I walk different. And because I'm flat footed, I wear the outside of my shoe. So they lean. I mean, they lean bad after a while. Like the sole gets worn on a slant. So I had these over 2, 3 months now, and the inserts is making my foot lean inward that way instead of outward that way. And I see no signs of wear on the sole, so these are a very good shoe, LL Bean. I know you've seen me clean the windows at Red Wing Shoes. I do all their locations in this area. And it doesn't sound like a lot because it's not. It's only two. They don't have many of those stores around. But my hands was cold today. 25 degrees out today. So I was telling the manager I was cleaning the windows at the Red Wing Shoes, and I told him my hands was cold. So he says, we have some waterproof gloves. And I said, oh, really? Let me check it out. Because I didn't know they sold gloves, amongst other things. So I put these on and they felt nice, man. And look, it's Bluetooth capability. No, that's the first thing I did. I put these gloves on. I was sitting there going like this, right? The man just looking at me like I'm crazy. I said, oh, this is not Bluetooth? I don't know, man. Don't laugh. I don't know, because I don't know nothing about that stuff. You know me and gadgets, man. Hey, I'm old school. So I'm pressing this, right, thinking the glove is going to do something. So, maybe it might clean some windows for me for free. All I got to do is dial in my phone and my hands will go to work. I don't know. But it was showing you that the tips, you can use your phone without taking your glove off. Now, I thought that was pretty cool because I don't know how many times I went to answer the phone and I had to take my glove and my hands was freezing after that. So not only are these waterproof, but they have insulation inside. So I tried these on today, and boy, did my hands feel nice in them. Let me just show you how they look. So we have good use of fingertips, which is good. And you can make a nice fist with this. The good part about it is on the inside, it has that spandex that actually hugs around your wrist so no cold air gets in there. I thought that was a plus. These are good driving gloves, good motorcycle gloves. This is a good all-round, well-rounded glove. Now I'm not going to go dipping my hands. Yeah, you see my fingers? I'm not going to go dipping my hands in water with these to test them out to see if they're waterproof. I don't do any glove that way because I stopped working that way with a bucket. Everything is through my squeegee or sprayed on the glass. My hands never touch the water. During this time of year, I don't use a rag to wipe up the outside of windowsills either. I don't want nothing damp, nothing wet, nothing cold touching my hands. We need our hands. Our hands are very valuable. All right? So the drier, the better. All right? So I use a little squeegee for ledges during this time of year. All right? So next thing I want to say is the price tag on these things. Now, for gloves, I'm only willing to go as high as $20 for a pair of gloves. I can't see paying anything more than $20. I know, hey, call me cheap. So what? That's how I keep more money in my pocket, by being a savvy shopper and knowing my limits on what I spend. So I bet you can't guess how much these gloves are. You would not believe it. I said, wow. Guess how much these are? $60. Can you imagine? I guess you're paying for the name, huh? Just like the shoes. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a good quality glove. By any means am I not saying that these gloves aren't worth $60. Maybe they are. Maybe I'm just that far cheap and out of touch that I don't know a good glove and know how much good gloves cost if it slapped me in the face. You know what I mean? So all I can say, I would never pay $60 for a pair of these. Never. And I got them for free. This is that laws of attraction. Universal law, baby, coming back at you. I bought a gentleman a cup of coffee the other day, right? I said, yeah, pay for his coffee too. The gentleman was shocked. I guess he never had nobody do that. Not knowing I really couldn't afford to, but not knowing, but my good gesture and my good hearted nature, not knowing or expecting anything in return, it comes back to me sooner than later when you least expect it. This is one way. Now, does that warrant the fact that, okay, he bought somebody a cup of coffee and he got it back in another way and then some, three times fold? Now, that doesn't add up. Buying someone a cup of coffee does not add up to getting a $60 pair of top quality gloves for free. That's just the way it works, man. There's no rhyme or reason about it, you know? So, he was concerned about me staying warm, and two customers, they had two returns, and they was just going to just discard these, not throw them in the trash, but they just was going to keep them, but not to be resold again. I don't know their policy on return stuff. Maybe they can't sell it again, but they were just my size. He gave it to my worker first. My worker did not want the gloves. He says, no, I'm all right. He didn't know he was giving it to him for free. So he turned around and said, dang, man, I wish I had actually said I wanted those pair. I didn't know he was giving them to me for free. He ain't even know that they cost that much. I couldn't believe it. I said, what's the price tag? What's these run for? Because they had a couple different kinds of styles. So he said $60. I said, what? I said, holy smokes. He started smiling. I said, man, that was very nice of you to give these to me for free. He said we weren't going to do anything with them. So this was right on time. You see, when you go out of your way to be nice to people, people will be nice to you back. You know, you can't just get over on people all the time. Don't be a pig in life. You know, greed gets you nowhere. You know, you get out of what you put into something. So if you constantly getting over in the universe is going to answer back and answer back hard when you least expect it. There is no rhyme or reason or no time limit. But when it comes, you better be ready. But this is Masters at Wagtail. Get you a pair of Red Wing shoes. I mean, Red Wing shoes. Yeah, get them too. But get you a pair of Red Wing gloves. Or not. I don't really care. But I know my hands is warm. That's all I care. This is Masters at Wagtail, and I'll see you in the next one.